So I'm going to start assembly. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the rubber off to the side. We'll talk about the rubber in a little bit. The fuselage, and it's very simple. You have a little wire thing on the bottom, which is basically where the rubber hook will go, or the rubber will attach. So you got to make sure that when you do put this together, the hooks are on the same side. That's really important. Let me get this in here first. This actually seems to be a little bit bigger than what. So yeah, this is kind of a tight fit. It may or may not be important, but we'll leave it at that. You may on yours, you may have to sand it a little or just shove it in there like I did. At the top, there's a little groove that's there. This is where the rudder would go in. The rudder is built so that it actually has the ability here to move it a little bit for adjustment. So you want to have that at the back. So it will just slide into this hole or into this slot. And again, it's a pretty tight fit. The rear has this little slot in it, so you'll want to do your best to get this in here like this. There, you've got the start of this done. So now we get to the wing doohickey, and one thing you're going to notice about the wing is it's actually curved, which is good because it has what we call camber. Camber is a good thing because it's part of what makes an airfoil work well as an airfoil. Now, the downside here is that this particular doohickey that holds it is flat. So when you put this in here, it actually makes this part of the wing flat in the center, and then it becomes more of an arch out about here. So in the middle of the wing, you have a little bit of a flat plate effect going there, which kind of affects a little bit of lift going here. That's actually, unfortunately, one of the side effects of using this kind of flat doohickey to hold it together. But on the other hand, this is a very inexpensive and actually very well-performing model overall, even without making any changes to this. I'll talk about some changes we might make to this a little bit later. Cut. All right, so the instructions on here say to put this approximately 4 inches back, and the balance point would be into center. So it should be roughly here. I'm just going to mark it with my fingernail. At first, I have a pen here. I will mark it so I can see it. Go back. So the model, as recommended, just straight out of the box, would be assembled. Again, it's a little sticky to put on. Would be just like this. The mark is just beyond the leading edge of the wing. I can actually move the wing specs just slightly. And there you go. That is a fully assembled, straight out from the box AMA Alpha.